Hey, what's up, guys? Adam Lunt back at you here. Today, we are going to look at some throws from Mason Rudolph, mainly focusing in on NFL caliber throws and how his arm strength and ball placement can translate to the NFL. Most of the draft community is kind of on the fence about Rudolph's arm strength overall. I think that has a lot to do with some inconsistency in the tape that he's shown in the past. However, I do think in 2017 he showed a much more consistent level of velocity on his throws. There were some nice progressions in his game here. It's my personal opinion that he has plenty of arm strength to be an NFL QB. Although he certainly isn't going to win any awards for sure. I mean, he's probably more in the average or slightly above average category. Definitely not in the upper echelon in regards to that, kind of like a Josh Allen would be, or maybe some other QBs, and maybe even Lamar Jackson you could put into that area as well. So I think where Rudolph really shines is in the touch area, which we're going to highlight a little bit today. I did rewatch every throw from Rudolph in 2017 specifically for these sets of videos. I tried to pick out a few that really showcased both the good, which we're going to talk about today, and the bad, which we're going to talk about in a separate video. But these are throws that show good velocity, ones that have him off his base in the pocket, that potentially facing some pressure. Tough contested catches in small windows and throws against layered coverage. Those are the ones we want to highlight. We want to stay away from the ones that he has plenty of time and he's throwing to a wide open receiver. Those just aren't necessarily ones that are valued. Great plays in college level, not something that's going to be valued in the draft process. So let's start with play number one. Now this is the only play I selected that wasn't from 2017. However, this throw was so next level that I kind of had to show it. It was a must show. So this is 3rd and 10 from Texas in 2016. This was a really solid game for Mason Rudolph overall. And what you're going to see is you're going to have McCleskey here in the slot, and he's going to run a vertical route. These three linebacker slash DBs are going to get into a deep zone, and you're going to find that there's a small pocket right in between the linebackers and then the deep safety that's actually out of the frame right now. And Rudolph is able to hit that pocket really nicely for what ends up being a touchdown. So let's watch this. So as you can see, here, I think it's Malik Jefferson that he actually gets right over the top. But let's actually watch that in half speed here, so you can kind of see this play formulate. Where he's dropping back, has a nice pocket, but just over Jefferson in between those safeties. Just a really nice throw overall. So that's a next level throw that Rudolph is capable of with the touch. So okay, play number two. This is the Bedlam game, and here in 2017, this is a critical play, 4th and 12. So obviously this is a big time throw. My personal opinion, this is one of the biggest throws of Mason Rudolph's career. I mean, this is a critical moment, down by 10. And what you're going to see is once I roll the tape, that the snap is bad. It's in and around his feet, which kind of throws off his rhythm, and then he actually sees a lot of early pressure in the pocket that kind of gets him to back up, and he's not able to actually step up into the pocket, so he actually has to back up and kind of throw off the back foot and just rips it from the opposite hash to Marcel Aitman here on an out route that ends up getting a first down. So I'll run the play here for you. So as you can see, just a big time throw there. You know, really nice velocity, plenty of arm strength, and great ball placement there. Not to mention, taking in the bad snap, which is low there, backing up here. He's got this guy coming in, not able to step up, and just rips it. That's a really nice throw. That's about a 22, 23 yard throw from the opposite hash. So okay, play number three here. This is the same game, Bedlam game 2017. Kind of a similar situation, to be honest with you. The Rudolph ends up facing a little bit of pressure, which causes him to, back up a little bit and not be able to kind of step into his throw. And he actually ends up, I think, getting hit while he throws the ball, and ends up throwing a very, very nice pass towards the back, or I'm sorry, down the left sideline here to Chris Lacey. It was great placement. It's not necessarily a fastball throw. I mean, it did have some air underneath it, but you could definitely tell had plenty of arm strength to get it there. I'll run the tape here for you. So as you can see, guy in his face. I'm going to run this halftime for you again. So we've got some pressure here, dropping back, kind of evaluating the defense. But you'll see here gets pressure from the middle in actually all sides. Not able to step into his throw. A little bit of a wobbly pass, but great ball placement. Plenty of arm strength there to get it for a nice first down on third down. Play number 4. This is, I think, one of his better throws as well. So you got 3rd and 15 here, which is obviously not an ideal situation to be in. But what you're going to see, ends up being a touchdown. This is another throw to Jalen McCleskey here in the slot. This is going to be another vertical route situation where we're running everyone on vertical routes, trying to beat some zone coverage. And ideally, what you're trying to do is get this vertical route up, and this guy's going to drop, and McCleskey's going to bend right around him. There's going to be a little bit of a window in between this linebacker or DB and then the safety that actually drops back up. So you really have to put a lot of this ball has to be on a line because there's a limited window in between there, and it ends up being about a 30-yard throw on a line. So I'll run it here for you. So as you can see, I mean, that ball, if that ball's a little bit late, that's an interception. He has to make sure and put enough velocity to be able to get there. Let's watch this throw in halftime, just so you can get a better feel for it. Nice tight spiral. This is a really windy day as well, so which made it a little bit more challenging. But very nice throw by Rudolph there. Okay, play number 5. This is one of my favorites of the entire season, and this was another critical situation. Again, I think Rudolph has a knack for making big-time throws on third down, as much as the fan base doesn't want to admit. But what you're going to see is James Washington is going to run kind of like a deep post here, and you're going to see there's going to be underneath coverage, there's going to be over-the-top coverage. This is very well covered, and Rudolph just sneaks one in. Right in between the two DBs, and it's just a very nice contested throw. Yeah, let's rewind that. I want to do this slow time just so you can see how contested that is. So that ball actually went over 25's head and underneath the safety. So that's ridiculous touch right there. That's a great throw, and certainly one that can translate to the next level. All right, play number 6. This is the last one I'm going to look at today. This is actually kind of a unique play because I was at this game sitting in the end zone. This ball was actually headed right towards me, so I kind of have a unique experience with it because I was able to see it live coming right at me. But this is another long third down play here. Very similar to the play against Baylor for the touchdown, where you're going to have McCleskey run a vertical route, and he actually does a really nice job on this route where he bends it out towards the sideline before coming in. But the same situation, you're going to have this DB here that's going to be guarding McCleskey, and then you're going to have a deep safety, and there's going to be a window in between those two that's significantly down the field, and you have to have this ball on a line to be able to hit that window. So I'll run this for you here. Here's this play in real time. I'm not sure why it did slow motion in the first round, but here's it in real time. Just a gun here, and this video really doesn't do it justice. I'm gonna actually wait because it actually has a better angle here for you to kind of show what this route looked like. But this ball was released significantly before McCleskey makes this break. This ball is released right about now. And then he hits him perfectly, and obviously, he drops it for a wide open touchdown. But that was a fantastic throw, anticipation throw before the break was made by McCleskey to bend around that DB. So just another good example of some NFL type throws that Rudolph has in his game. Again, I think his arm strength is certainly sufficient for the NFL level, and he has really strong touch. And we'll be back at you later on to look at some videos that show kind of a lack of consistency with that arm strength and that ball placement as well. So hope you guys enjoyed. Take care.